The ANC wants to examine the way the electoral system tallies votes. The governing party has experienced its worst electoral performance since 1994. It lost key metros in Gauteng and the Eastern Cape to the Democratic Alliance. On the line from Durban, we have political analyst Lukhona Mnguni. Good morning to you, Lukhona. It's great to chat to you. Firstly, let's just take a look at some of these comments that were made by the ANC Secretary General, Gwede Mantashe, saying that part of their review over the 4 days that they're going to be meeting is exactly the tallying of votes, because they believe that the current system actually is preferential to opposition parties. Is it surprising that this discussion is only being had now?
It's very surprising, Kathy, and it's surprising for two reasons. The first reason is that the ANC has been sitting on the Van Zyl Commission report for the longest time. Particularly because that report was recommending a hybrid system in the national and provincial elections, just as we have at local government. And the ANC has always argued, even in the Polokwane conference, they took a resolution that they would not support a discussion that moves away the country from the proportional representation system, because it is that system that sort of guarantees opposition parties and small parties an opportunity to participate in the different legislatures across the country. So it's a very politically opportunistic argument, and it's very surprising, given what the ANC has been saying for the longest time to us as South Africans about the electoral system.
Of course, one of the issues that it also brings into question, Lukhona, is that of a reflection that needs to take place over the next, within this 4-day period. Some analysts suggesting that they're expecting that there will be more of deflection from the ANC leadership, and in terms of explaining away why they performed so badly in the local municipal polls, instead of confronting the challenges, many of which they were aware of head on.
Well, of course, I mean, they have had all sorts of signals from within that the party is not doing well. And this is from the 2009 general elections. And of course, they've had the Frank Chikane dossier that is now public, that was sort of warning them about things to come if the party does not really introspect and take decisive, courageous decisions, especially where its leadership is concerned. So anything, Kathy, that does not touch on the elephant in the room, and the elephant in the room is the national leadership, what people probably expect is that the NEC will conclude that 2017 December is too far, and they'll call a special national congress and allow members to actually have a voice and an opportunity to deliberate on the current challenges that face the party at this moment.
Some reports that we're also seeing this morning, Lukhona, talking about the young lions in the ANC who are pushing for change, and talking about the younger creed that might be also using this as an opportunity to then step in terms of the leadership discussion. Do you see that conversation going as far as that?
Look, I mean, entirely the conversation should go there, but I doubt it will, and for a very simple reason, Kathy. The ANC has leagues, and the establishment of the ANC Youth League was probably relevant in the 1940s when they were established, but really now what it does is that it frustrates the upward mobility of young leaders into participating in the mother body structure. And so what happens is that when young people voice out issues, they are told to go and take conference resolutions in the Youth League and then come back and present them to the mother body. And the mother body will decide whether it implements them or not. So if young people within the ANC are actually serious about their participation in the broader movement's politics, they should actually even challenge the very logic of a youth league at this day and age, because it means that a 34-year-old is most unlikely to contest for a top 6 position, for example, because they are still expected to be playing in the youth league.
All right, that's where we'll leave it for now. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for. Political analyst Lukhona Mnguni on the line.